Guys, welcome back to my channel. So since I've gotten pretty good at going to the grocery store once a month and planning and budgeting for that, I also wanted to share with you guys how I budget our finances for the whole month. And I break it up into 2 weeks, and I'm just gonna show you like a rough way that we budget for things like groceries, gas for our vehicles, extra activities, and yeah. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. The first thing I do every month is I'll write how much my husband's paychecks are. I'm not going to use the actual amounts that he gets paid, so I'm just going to use pretend numbers for pretty much all of this. So we're going to pretend he makes $2,000 every 2 weeks. And then, for instance, groceries, I say I spend $500 at the beginning of the month, and then $100 in the middle. Then I'll budget our gas.
The fork for my strawberry?
Sure.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And then, like right now, we're paying rent, so we could say rent is $600, rent $600. So I split up our rent payments so it doesn't all come out of the same paycheck and then we don't have any money left over.
I forgot to mention that the January 15th paycheck in the scenario, that portion of rent is technically for the month of February. So I'm paying half of it really early, and then the February 1st rent payment will complete our whole $1,200 rent payment for February. I really hope that makes sense. So I pay half of it the month before and the other half on the 1st.
For like extra activities, like the girls do jujitsu, and we'll say that's 100. And what is it? Spotify, electric. Would you say 150? I don't know. If I want to do something additional, like all of us go out to eat or get a birthday present, then I will write that in the budget. Somebody's gift, $20. And then I won't spend more than that $20. Or at the beginning of the month, if I need to change my oil, I will either, depending on if my husband changes my oil or we take it somewhere, I will call that place, ask them how much it is, if they can give me a total, and then I will write it down. And then that way I know exactly how much I'm going to spend on an oil change. And then what we can do is, like at the beginning of the month, 2,000 minus 500 minus 100 minus 80 minus 100 minus 600 minus 50 equals, so then extra is 570. That is a good way to keep track of your money. Write it all down so you can visually see it. I used to write it in pen, which was insane because I would then scribble everything out when I would make mistakes. So write it in pencil, write it down, know exactly how much your bills are, so then you know how to budget your way around that to know how much is extra, how much you can put in savings, or if you need to pay a credit card, you know you can pay a $570 payment on your credit card and still have gas, rent, groceries, everything taken care of. Having these monthly written budgets is a good way to be in control of where your money's going and know how to save, how to plan for the future, and not let your money control you. I learned how to properly write a monthly budget by listening to a lot of Dave Ramsey YouTube videos. And I would listen to the videos where it was just the callers calling in with their complaints of, oh, I have so much student loan debt, how do I pay it off? I have a mortgage, I have 2 car payments, blah, blah, blah. I make $200,000 a year, but for some reason I can't figure out how to pay any of it off, and I keep using my credit card. And it was shocking to me that we don't make as much as those people, but we were making the same poor decisions that they were making. And his answer to everything is write down your budget. Write a budget so you know exactly where your money's going. And ever since I've done that, it's really changed our finances. And I can never go back. Like, I know exactly where everything's going. I can plan ahead. Over the next few months, we're gonna go on 3 mini vacations before we leave Central New York officially, hopefully forever. But we're gonna be able to pay cash for the whole trip because I have been putting little bits of what we're planning to do in our budget. I call the hotel, see how much they quote me for the room for that day with taxes, and then I can write it in my budget. So if I have $140 extra, I can put it in savings until we are actually on our trip and need to use it, and then put it back in our checking account. And it's really, really amazing. Dave Ramsey also has an app that you can use to input all your information, and you don't have to put like bank accounts or anything. You can just put your paycheck is $2,000, gas is this, you know, whatever you want to do. But I don't want to be on my phone more than I have to be. So I like doing it on paper, and that way I can erase and I can kind of see sometimes what I have written before because I wrote it in pencil. And having it written down on a piece of paper, you're able to go back to previous months to see how much you paid on this, did you really pay that? And it kind of keeps you accountable for what you're doing with your money. If you have any questions, then you can email me or put your question in the comments and I'll respond to you there. Writing a monthly budget is really easy. Don't make it harder than it needs to be. You just need to know how much your paychecks are and then how much your bills are. Like, what do you need to pay? Then it's just simple math. Your paycheck minus your bills equals all the leftover money. And you can do whatever you want with that. But I would listen to some Dave Ramsey videos to guide you on what to do with that extra money. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye.